Hi, Capricorn. It's Angela from Grounded Dreamers. How are we doing? We're here to do an overview here, a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And we're targeting this for mid to the end of May, mid-month to the end of the month. Remember, energy is actually evergreen. It's timeless. These readings are evergreen. They can be pulled in and plugged in at any given time in our lives. But for now, I'm recording it, just before mid-May, and we're going to post them for the middle of May 2022. Here we go. I usually pull one oracle card, and at this point I'm using this deck that is based on butterflies to talk about true transformation, which is kind of what Grounded Dreamers is about taking, where we are on this planet, what we have, what we've learned, and expanding and transforming our personal and spiritual selves so that we can gain awareness and, continue to evolve. All right. So for you, Capricorn, I pulled memories. So this is indicating to me, first of all, happy memories, bring them forth, dance in them, swim with them, let them be a part of your day. Those things are, what can kind of, if you're feeling a little bit down and you pull up a happy memory, you hear a song that reminds you of a good memory in the past, that could spark a whole new vibration for you going forward from here. This could also mean sad memories that need to be processed, or, little things that are a little more tender. And that's okay too, because all of the things that we've experienced and felt make up who we are now. So being able to honor that and appreciate it as we, sort of integrate it into ourselves to move forward, that's an important step too. Okay, so let me give you the Zen spread here. These are the tarot cards that I'm using to define it. And remember, I'm not a traditional tarot reader. This is all by intuition, by my vibration and that of our guides. So we have a starting point here, the internal energies that support or interact with this vibration, and then the external manifestation of that, or how this combination of energies shows up in your day-to-day world. Then we have the transformation, the beginning of the transformation, and that's this card here. It's the pivot point, sort of the key to moving forward. And then we have having moved forward, right? Reaching a new level of understanding, expanding our higher self to a new position. Okay, so as it pertains to memories, let's see what we've got. Starting point here, we have sorrow. So the memories may be of sadness. This could be surrounding loss for some of you, or grief, the loss of a loved one, the loss of a loved, a pet, or the loss of a side of yourself, of a phase of your life, of, there's a lot of ways to grieve, a lot of reasons to grieve. But I love how it's paired. The sorrow is one thing, and we feel sadness when we have loss, but we can also balance that or buoy it a little bit with good memories, with happy memories. If you lost a beloved pet, bringing those times up of when it was small, when it was a puppy or a kitten or a little baby bird, or those memories can buoy you and help you feel the gratitude for even having that being in your life, right? So being sad is part of our life experience, and experiencing loss is inevitable, but it's how we approach it and how we respond to it that helps us to transform it, right? So in times of sorrow, right, what are we supported by? Well, look at that. We've got this past lives card is kind of indicating, those past memories, that just what we're, the whole topic that we're talking about. And this is an internal energy. So this could be sort of your internal review of having lost, this aspect of ourselves or this person or this being, let's bring up some of those memories surrounding it. Let's play that out. Let's let that be a part of our experience now so that we can process the grief and move forward. In your external world, this process of taking your grief and going into review, right, into your past in order to feel out, the loss itself and how you responded to it, and actually memories of how it used to be. Then we move in, then we get intensity. So this could fire up, this process could fire up some real intense movement, some real shifts forward as far as, expansion or clearing of the sadness, right? It's an important thing to go ahead and examine and explore the source of that sadness so that you can move the energy through you, right? And the memories, good and bad, are a part of that process. Then things get intense, right? So what's our response to that, and how do we learn to move forward from it is the new vision. Set your sights on that next, those next moments. Set your sights forward. Find a new way to, this is expansion in itself, right? From the sorrow comes a new way of seeing it. From the past memories and the repeated, going over and over and reviewing what happened, we can transform that into, okay, this part we've wrapped up, right? I've moved through the grief. I've felt all the feelings. Now what? Right? Now what can I set my sights on? How can I move forward from this? Because what is the saying? Life goes on, right? Well, this is sort of, I'm going to continue to create. My life isn't just going to go on, but I'm going to expand from it. I'm going to learn from this difficult time and this grief and sorrow and loss, and I'm going to make the best of my life, right? And, this isn't like, oh, one and done. This is all going to happen and then my life's going to be perfect and great. But this is more of an energy to strive for, and incremental new sights, incremental, new concepts and new ways to approach things in small steps can really transform us on the whole. And then we arrive at this energy on top here, the friendliness. So this is a really, really great. So typically I like to read this card I love this card when it comes up in a relationship spread, because it talks about the autonomy of each being and how it's fully fleshed out in its glory, all its glory of pinkness and all its glory of yellowness. But where they meet together in the middle, there's some orange, right? There's some blending. But either way, they're both very rooted in who they are. They're both their full selves. Well, I love this in this reading because it's less literal and more about that grief that I just brought through, those sorrowful feelings that I just reviewed, and those memories that I just brought up. I can let them live right alongside me right now. They can be part of my experience, and I can still have a full pink experience, right? I can still be my full self with those memories packed up, with me, without them dragging me down. I can stay fully rooted and aligned in who I am, as those memories are a part of how I got to be so aligned, right? This is an acceptance of all that you've gone through, an acceptance of all those memories, and letting them be part of your story going forward. And then what do we achieve? Harmony, the balance between, head and heart, that full alignment, utilizing our full heart and utilizing our intuition and all those unseen factors that are a part of what drive us moving forward. It's the ending of this reading is beautiful. I love it. So it starts with sorrow and maybe some sorrowful memories and sadness. Remember to infuse that with the good ones. right? Even though we may feel loss or grief, remember the good stuff too, because that was part of the experience too. And then, you know, as we move through, it may get intense, but if we can take that intensity and aim it toward a new way to process it, or a new way of seeing it, which is allowing sort of those sad experiences, allowing those memories to be right there next to us, but not dragging us down, not holding us back. I love this. And then you're in full alignment. I love this so much. So that was it for you, Capricorn. I think that for some of you, this may not be about loss, and it could just be about, you know, maybe loss in the sense of, I miss the good old days. You know, I don't know, I wish I still had that friendship, but, you know, maybe the person hasn't passed away, but the friendship kind of dissolved. And, you know, you have just as much of a role in transforming how you relate to it and how you experience those feelings. You know, you have the biggest role in how you relate and how you experience those memories. So I love that. Okay. Thank you, Capricorn. I'll see you guys very soon.